I'm like, what the heck were in our minds? Like, what the f?
It's gonna find out, dude. That's really
You know, this is why I think they should bring back beating the hell out of kids.
I'm actually
I
down with
need
that.
that.
Anybody here ever? I'm sure Bart did.
What the fuck?
What about me? I'm sure I did.
Why you gotta blame me right away?
Yeah, I'm a bad boy too, dude. I
No,
know.
I'm a good boy.
Yeah, I'm a good boy.
I bet you I have.
Sometimes I was a little bad.
Hey, do you think you have?
Do you think you have?
I'm chatting with the fans that are watching us live streaming right now.
But do you think you have?
If you guys are not a part of the Patreon, you don't even know. But they're watching right now as we go.
Bars. All right. Basically, to get to the fucking point, police have alleged that a teacher wrote a bomb threat note to blow up the junior high school where he was teaching sociology or social science.
I don't think I've done that.
Spoke too soon, man.
In order to get a day off from work.
Damn.
You can't just call in sick.
Dude, some people are so like
They did-
anti-lazy.
Yeah.
Like that's a lot of effort.
Remember that girl? She was working security and she shut down the festival. With
Yeah, she got a bomb threat.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's what Chappelle was here.
Yeah, that's right.
Man, people are crazy because teachers just get a substitute teacher. You just fucking tag them in like you're fucking wrestling. All right, you're in.
For you to get the summers off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Maybe they had like really shitty students and they were so sick of them.
Just call in sick. You literally just say, yo, I got COVID.
And no one really cares too, you know.
Oh yeah, nobody's even gonna question you if you say you have COVID.
They're saying, oh, stay home. Yeah, so he was a social studies teacher at a junior high school in Michigan.
That is a fucking dick ass age though.
Yeah, junior high is fucking idiot.
Really? I don't think so.
You never had me?
Well, your mom was a teacher, right? Did she teach junior high?
For junior high?
And she coached, taught everything, but I coached 7th and 8th grade basketball, and I know basketball is not the same
That's
as a class.
different.
It
No,
is.
yeah,
I
very
know.
different.
I know.
That's different.
But you do like even like 4 through 6. I think is worse.
And also, was it just boys basketball?
No, I did it all.
It was.
Yeah.
It wasn't a co-ed team though,
No,
right?
no.
You know, that's
They have co-ed teams in junior high?
that's what I'm saying. Like when you separate the genders at the age
Oh, you
2,
think they're chiller.
there's a different
Yeah.
dynamic.
How about this? Did any of your fucking kids, the minute they see the fucking drug smelling dog come on campus, 5 dudes hop the fence?
We grew up in different spots. We didn't have no drug smelling dogs.
I'm talking about these you don't know the 7th, 8th graders I know.
Let me tell you.
That's true.
fucks.
That is true.
I think I was well behaved in PE and stuff like that because I had things to do. In the classroom, oh man.
Yeah, it's different.
I look back and I want to write letters and apologize to the teachers that I fucking fucked up.
You have this platform right now. They're probably
You should.
subscribed.
Mr. bitch ass dude that looked like Where's Waldo, I'm sorry. I know one time you brought your wife to see how menacing we were.
What?
To observe. Man, he was a bitch, dude. He got ran over like
wife?
hard.
He brought his wife like y'all are a zoo.
This is a
watch-
different kind of apology.
To watch how fucked up the students were. And then that fool changed his life and he wanted to be a pastor instead because I think he was like, these kids need Jesus. I'm like trying to teach like math. Like this fool he looked weak, dude. He looked like if Mr. Rogers was like 18 years old.
Wasn't Mr. Rogers a badass?
He was cool. I like Mr. Rogers. But this guy, he's one of those guys that you look at him and you're like, man, you're a bitch.
So he kind of deserved it.
I like that to illustrate Mr. Rogers as a weaker person, you bring him back to his heyday age.
I thought he was like a Marine or something at 18.
Nah. And then there was just one teacher. I think one was like he had a breakdown in the middle of the class, and he goes, "I just want to teach." And then he went and he sat down and he started like writing what do you call it, like grading papers. And then we were dying laughing when he did that because he got really red, like he was cherry red when he said that. And then we were like in tears just laughing.
Is this in high school?
Yeah.
Oh my
Junior
God.
high and high school. I don't know why, but it was just something that like you couldn't control.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, you probably could, but we were so stupid that was the entertainment. It's just fuck with people all day long. And I don't know, when you're a kid with stupid ass ideas, you just we just keep egging each
I mean,
other
junior
on.
high is literally the fuck around and find out age.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I found out, but I kept going, dude.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mob mentality too. If other students and everybody's messing with a teacher, like you just start doing it too.
Because teaching
is one skill set, but like trying to wrangle a room and get everyone's attention and keep it, that's another skill.
I would assume 50% of it is babysitting.
Yeah. Or just knowing how to communicate to a whole group of kids. Like that's a whole.
Was there any teacher that controlled y'all? See, I went to a weird school, so we were all pretty cool.
I had a math teacher. She was a bitch, man. We hated her so bad. And then, so we would try to be as menacing as possible. But she had this way of really making everything so human and like less about like, at first it was so strict and rule heavy. And then later she got me to really like math. And it got to the point where she's like, hey, my husband is a banker. And I think he's like runs a bank. If you ever want an internship or have a job, you can. But in the beginning, I fucking hated her so much.
That's tight.
Yeah.
How'd she turn it around?
Over time, I think I felt like treated like a human being.
Yeah.
Like I think it was different from like you're a nuisance when I was to like, oh, I care about you. Stay after. You're not in trouble. I'm gonna try to help you with this shit. That's cool. So then
That is a big difference when teachers like choose to like level with you. Like we had an algebra teacher in high school that looked like literally she just looked like an old gray hair fat lady that you just didn't think was gonna be fun at all, right? And she wasn't fun, mind you. But the thing is, this time, do you guys remember Better Luck Tomorrow?
Fuck, dude.
So that happened at my high school and Boynton Park High School. So it's 2 guys from Sunny Hills High School and 2 guys from Boynton Park High School. So,
Oh, it's based off a true story?
yeah, it's based off a true story, and they buried this guy that they murdered fucking in Boynton Park, which was really close to my house, right? So I remember that movie had come out, so like it was just the only thing that everybody at our school could talk about. And then everybody hated going to this fucking algebra class, right? But we go into this algebra class after lunch, and I remember just asking and be like, hey, Mrs. Whatever. I was like, can you tell us about like the story about the kids at blah blah blah? And then she just leveled with us and just told us what she knew. And I shit you not, from that moment on to the rest of the year, nobody gave her shit.
Wow.
It was just cool to just show up to her class because she just fucking treated you like in a cool way one time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
And that's what it took for a lot of kids. Like, because my high school, there was different. Obviously, we have teachers that you knew you could fuck with.
Yeah.
And there's other teachers you knew that you couldn't at all. Meaning they're super strict. And then there are other teachers that were really cool.
yeah.
Like you could be able to like hang in their class and have a conversation with them, stay after class, and you'd be like, oh, can I ditch into your class? I'm like, yeah, come here. And they would let you in, but then you would like respect them as people, you know? But we don't like all our teachers though.
Damn, you say like one of them died or something.
I remember I had this one teacher, name was Mrs. Leventhal,
That's a
and
fake name.
she was one of those that need to have fucking like multiple glasses, because it's near-sighted and far-sighted and probably middle-sighted too.
Oh damn.
And in the way the classroom was like set up, here's the chalkboard and here's all these rows of like the desks that are connected to the chairs. And then I remember I would like sit back there. I'm like, hey, Ms. Leventhal. And then she would like turn around and it's just like switch glasses to see like who it was. And then she's like, and like go back to writing on the chalkboard and I'll be on that side. Ms. Leventhal. She's like, and I just got that image. I completely forgot that image.
That's so messed
But
up.
I was just going back and forth because you brought that up and I was like, oh fuck.
Were the other students like laughing their ass off watching you do that shit?
No, it was actually a smart class. You know Model United Nations? Like where it's like a debate thing? Yeah. So it was probably like 90% smart kids that hated my guts because I'm ruining their learning. And then there was like me and like a couple of other delinquent kids that were just like having a good time.
How did you get in that special class? You had good grades?
No, I don't even know. They just put me in there. I didn't last very long.
I feel like that shit's innocent though. That's fun. Yeah. We did a little like innocent things. So I went to a super small school, you know, we had fun. And I didn't go as crazy as the others because my mom taught there for like 30 years. So all the teachers knew everything about me. Yeah. And I knew them. So I knew how far I could go with each one. So I never really got in trouble, but I'd fuck with them a lot. Some of my homies go a little crazy. And we had one science teacher, man, I'm sorry, bruh. And they went up in class. And he just had like weird quirks. I don't know if he had like Tourette's or what, you know, just some weird shit. And homies went up while he's writing on the board, somehow slipped his cell phone out of his pocket.
Oh, shit.
Just went back to our desk. They called themselves to get his cell phone number. And then like called him for the next like 8 years. Even in college, they'd be calling him at like 2 a.m. and shit. But it's like innocent, you know, that we ain't gonna like murder the dude or nothing.
Even in college?
Bro, like 3 years out of high school, they thought it was so funny they'd be calling him.
You know what sucks about being the teacher? What sucks about being the teacher, it's like your first time doing stand-up comedy, but all the hecklers are professional.
That's true.
Fucked, dude.
Dude, that's rough.
You just
man.
want to like teach the periodic table, and then you have fuckers like us. Every single time you turn around, we chuck shit at you and hit you on the back of the head or whatever, right? I'm like, what the hell were in our minds? Like, what the fuck?
Just fuck around and find out, dude. That's really
You know, this is why I think they should bring back beating the hell out of kids.
I'm actually
I
down with
needed
that.
that.
Bring back beating the hell out of kids.
Because they used to have a paddle. Remember that?
Yeah.
And then I remember, I think it was elementary school when they stopped hitting or
With the
spanking
yardstick,
or
they would
whatever.
give it to.
Yeah, but then my brother got it. So that generation, they all got it. But I'm like, man, I kind of needed that shit. Like, seriously, dude, I wasn't afraid of any teacher or any punishment.
It's so nice when you can figure out which teacher you can actually mess with and they can take it. I did that to this one science teacher because he had for some reason he had a giant Bugs Bunny doll, like a carnival one that you would win. It's huge. And he had it like tied to the corner of the ceiling and it was just like diagonally looking down. And one day I found a bunch of clay in the lab and I made like a dick out of the clay and I put it on the Bugs Bunny thing. I tied it to it and then I got it Oreos. I took all the white stuff off and I covered the dick with all that white
Wow,
shit.
so creative.
And then like,
See, that motherfucker had respect for you. There's a difference.
Yeah.
but it went several days with him not knowing and the whole class would just be laughing, looking, because it's behind him. So everyone would just be laughing at it. And then like one day he's like, oh Ryan, I need to see you in my office after class. I was like, oh fuck.
Someone ratted on you?
Yeah, and then he's playing up this like I'm in big trouble and he just goes, hey, just tell me what that white shit was. He was like, I couldn't figure out what that was, but I know that's my clay. He's like, but what's that white shit? And I was like, you're so cool, bro. It's Oreo.